Hey up everyone, Magpie Gaming here. I hope you're all doing well and welcome to the latest episode of Escape from Tarkov News. So we've got two bits of news to go through with you today. There's been some great improvements to the Scav player system, and we've also got sort of a mini roadmap, and this is going to be what's going to be in the next technical update. Usually when they let us know what's going to be in the next technical update, that technical update will drop within around 2 weeks, so we can expect this within the next couple of weeks. But first of all, I'm going to go into the new improvements to the Scav player system. So I'm just going to read out what Escape from Tarkov, what Battlestate Games put on their social media to you. It says fence reputation bonuses have been improved if you have higher reputation. So obviously the higher reputation you have, the more these next following things will apply to you. So it does say that at max level fence reputation, fence will now restock items more frequently and prioritize higher quality items. Scav and PFC extracts will now give more reputation. Vehicle extract discounts are increased. Fence now pays more for items sold to him. Scav characters will now have higher chance of getting better equipment. Scav character cooldown is reduced. Scav box timer is reduced, and the amount of available Scav extracts is increased. So some good changes to the Scav player system there. Now I know a lot of people don't tend to bother with their Scavs. Other people seem to play them more than their PMCs, and you get a lot of people that complain about Scav on Scav violence. I don't think that's ever going to go away. It doesn't really matter what Battlestate do with this system. I think you will always get people that like to play their Scav player and just go kill other people. You know, they revel in having that minus reputation. But if you're one of these that tries to stay on the right side of the reputation, then all of these things will apply to you. You will get, the increased cooldown reduced and things like that. Your Scav box timer is reduced. So there are incentives there to work towards increasing your Scav reputation overall. But yeah, it just gives people more of an incentive to play their Scav player a little bit more. But whether people play it and go by the rules or not, it's up to them at the end of the day. Like I say, some people revel in having a minus reputation. Next up, we've got the planned changes and fixes and improvements that will be coming in the next technical update. Just going to read these again from the site. It says improvements to Oculus audio on Reserve, Interchange and Shoreline. A new version of DLSS will be coming for those of us on Nvidia cards. Visual corrections to remove fog from inside rooms, basements, bunkers on Reserve and Interchange. Notification system for banned cheaters based on players' reports. Geometry and lighting fixes for Streets of Tarkov. Networking fixes aimed at improving connection stability and reducing the number of disconnects while loading into a raid. Improvements to UI for putting offers on the flea market based on the previous balancing changes. Bug fixes in the group system and AI, and a transition over to Unity 2021. So first of all, visual corrections of removing fog inside rooms, basements, bunkers on Reserve and Interchange, and also geometry and lighting fixes for Streets of Tarkov. I think most people would want that on Interchange, although getting it on any map is a bonus, I guess, but Interchange still really suffers from bad visuals. The lighting, I get where they're coming from, the lighting is meant to look like that dark and gloomy, but in parts it's just way over the top. So it's a shame that they're not working on that a little bit more, but removing the fog from Interchange may help a little bit, go some way to getting, clearing up the image that we have on the screen when we're playing on that map. We've also got the notification system for banned players. So basically what this is, when you report a player for suspected cheating or abusing, you will get a notification if that person was indeed found to be cheating and was subsequently banned from the game. Now I would go one step further and actually notify us that one, they have received this report from us, and to give us sort of a timeline of what's going on. You could say, right, this report is pending, and then this report is being looked at. This report has been looked at, either they've been found out to be cheating or not. It looks as though if they're not found to be cheating, we won't get any notification whatsoever. You'll only get one if they have been found to be cheating. So it's still a bit of a, it's not very transparent, but it's a step in the right direction anyway. And we've got this transition over to Unity 2021. Now, when all of the furore came out over cheats in the game, one of the reasons people said that they were able to do it so easy was because Battlestate were running a version of Unity that was no longer supported by Unity, or they was no longer given live support for running that version of Unity. Unity. So at the moment they're on Unity 2019, I believe. They're going to port over to 2021. Now I think the actual migration to it isn't too much of a pain for Battlestate. I think because they are on quite a newer version of it, to go to an even newer version is made a lot easier. We the players shouldn't really notice any difference when this takes place, but we may notice a difference in the amount of cheats that they're able to catch again. The amount of loopholes that cheats exploit might be closed up. So again, a step in the right direction. I'm very happy with that. So some good changes. It won't appease the masses. You know, this game is still falling apart if you'd listen to certain people. I mean, yeah, I'll admit it's got a long way to go before it's a great game. Right now for me, it's a good game, but it's got a little bit ways to go before I could consider it a great game. But every step at the moment seems to be a step in the right direction. Yesterday they announced that they have banned 200 RMTers from the game as well. These are the people that sell in-game items to people for real world money. 200 of these guys had been banned. Whether or not that's hurting them is subject for conjecture. You know, some people say that it doesn't make a jot of difference to them. Other people say that they're hurting pretty bad and they're losing a lot of money. I really don't know. I wouldn't want to comment one way or the other. And last but not least, Veritas put out a video recently where he said the game was broke. He showed a couple of instances where there was the invisible player bug, which is still persisting in the game. That is a great game-breaking bug if you come across that. Granted, it's been stamped out quite a lot, but it's still present in the game. It's still not been completely eradicated, which for me it would be one of the top priorities right now. But Veritas put that video out. He was then contacted by a CM on Discord from Battlestate Games who cheekily asked if he'd actually put a bug report in for this. Now Veritas said that he didn't bother putting one in because he assumed that thousands of bug reports had been put in for this same thing, and it's still persisting now. So it was a kind of one of these things of, what's the point of me doing it? It won't make a jot of difference. And then he's created another video where he has gone on to show that you can only report one bug per 24 hours in the game, which is a bit odd when it's a beta tested game and we're meant to be testing it. We should be able to file as many reports as we want, especially if, you know, where we care about the game. We want it to do better. We want it to be better. If we notice something that isn't right, we should be able to tell them, and we should be able to do that more than once per 24 hours. But Veritas has created a half-hour-long video where he shows a list of things that he believes are bugs in the game and should be, you know, sorted out. So I think he's walking a little bit of a fine line at the moment. You know, I don't suppose that Battlestate take too kindly to this being exposed in the way it's exposed, but this is the levels that people have got to recently with their sort of impatience with inaction by Battlestate on the main issues of the game. You know, desync, cheating, the audio issues. You know, these are the things that they want sorting first. Alright, it's good that they're making inroads, especially with this next technical patch. We're going to get changes to the audio, but like I say, people will just never be happy until it's a 100% working game, and I think it's going to be a long time before it gets there. But good changes to the scav player system, good changes coming in that technical patch. All being well, you know, we're on the road in the right direction right now with the game, and it's just going to go from strength to strength, I hope. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let me know down in the comments section what you think of these changes, and as always, thank you very much for watching and listening. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Stay safe, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.